my channel. Today we're doing a review on the Hourglass foundation, the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation in shade number 8. If you want to know what my thoughts are, how did it look on me, what was the wear test like, please just keep on watching. We're going to be trying out today the latest foundation from Hourglass. It's called Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, and I have the shade 8. I picked this up at ULTA. Hopefully it's focusing on me. And we're going to prime my left side of my face and use foundation brush on the left side of my face. So I'm going to do my face like I usually do on this side, and then I'm going to use a sponge with no primer on this side. So let's get started. I got my beauty blender. It's nice and damp, and I'm just going to put the foundation directly on the bottom. This is definitely clean. It's just stained. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The beauty blender is clean. Ignore that. It's just stained. And we're just gonna do it on the right side of the face. And this is shade 8, like I mentioned. And it's looking, I don't know, maybe this might be a little too light. We're gonna see, because you know sometimes foundations oxidize, and I don't smell anything. I don't think this foundation has a particular scent. And that's just one pump, and I feel like it covered my face nicely. There's a couple of areas that need a little more application. Why couldn't I say that word? So I'm gonna put a little bit out. That's another like dollop, another pump. And I find that when I use a sponge, I use more foundation. I'm just gonna go slowly so I don't move the camera. Well, I should say my table. Let me try to get right in the middle of my eyebrows. Over my eyebrows. And this is going on very nicely. And we will prime my face on the other side. But that's what it looks like. It's very dewy, which I absolutely love. This part of my face lately, I've mentioned this before, it just seems like it always needs extra. So I'm going to leave it as is, because when I put concealer, I'm pretty sure it's going to cover it. So let's prime the other side of the face. I'm going to actually use, which that was not planned, but I happened to pick up the Hourglass VANISH Airbrush Primer. A little sample when I did my order. If I can get it open. Oh, I thought it was like a pump. It's an applicator. So interesting. I thought it was like a pumping motion. So let's rub that in. And I don't think it smells like anything, but it feels nice on the face. Very feels very hydrating. And my face needs extra hydration. See how that really just, wow, that feels really nice. We're gonna go in with this foundation brush from ULTA and just put the foundation right on the brush. We'll start with one pump and stipple it on the face. And if you hear any noises, I apologize in advance. And I feel like with the brush, I got more coverage. You see how on this side it looks more like natural? And on this side, I feel like with the brush, it really covered more. And this is just with one pump. And I think that's just because when you use a sponge, it just absorbs more product. But this feels really nice so far on the skin. And it applied very nice. Like, I feel like I don't really have to do any excessive blending or anything. Like, I feel like that's it. I don't need another cover, you know, another swipe of the foundation. So you even cover that area on my cheeks that I feel like needs more coverage usually. So let me check with my mirror real quick. So it's 1 o'clock now that I'm done. I just want to show you what my face looks like at 1. And I feel like this side looks darker for some reason using the brush. And I feel like this side looks a little lighter. Not significant, but I'm noticing that. So anyway, so here's the sponge side again, and here's the brush side. So I'll be back in a couple hours and let's see how this wears. Okay, everyone, it is 2 o'clock. I went and did some makeup. I want you guys to see how much my face is creasing. Can you guys see this? See how textured my skin looks? Like everywhere. Like my pores look like they're exposed. Like even my nose. Can you see how my nose looks? It's literally peeling. And it's coming off my nose. And on the side that I used the primer, see how pronounced my pores look? And this part looks ashy. And I looked online that when a foundation looks ashy in any area in your face, it's because it's too light for you. Which I kind of figured the shade was too light when I put it on. But I'm more concerned about the performance. You could always get the right shade, you know, if it works out for you. And look at the creasing in between my eyebrows. Like it's really bad. My forehead too. So yeah, it's not looking good. Like with the phone, it looks better. But it looks, I mean, look at that. I don't think it looks good at all. And it's only been an hour. It's 2 o'clock now. So I'm going to wear this a little bit longer to see how the staying power is. But as of right now, I'm not really liking this foundation. So I will be back in a couple hours. Okay, everyone, so it is now 3 o'clock. I thought I'd just wrap up this video on the foundation. So let's show the packaging first before we start talking about it. Here is the packaging. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful frosted glass. The cap is really nice. I love the color. It has a pump on it. Put on the cap. And it has a nice little pump on it. You can see that. Very aesthetically pleasing. Very nice. It's just catches your eye. I absolutely love the packaging. I think it's very beautiful. Now, where being a glass bottle, and this is 1 ounce, and they sell this for $58, I will be very careful just traveling with it, is my tip to you. And this is the box that it comes in. And on the front, it just says Ambient Soft Glow Foundation by Hourglass, and it has 1 fluid ounce or 30 millimeters. Like I said, available 40 shades. And I tried a shade number 8. I don't know if I said that before, so I'm just going to give you my thoughts. So this foundation has a no scent or fragrance, which I absolutely love because I don't want to have to smell something when I put it on my face, especially if it'll linger. I don't like that. It applied flawlessly. I absolutely love the application. I didn't prefer one side over the other. Like for me, the sponge side looked more natural. So I feel like if you use this foundation and you want it to look like a no makeup day, definitely use a sponge. I wasn't like leaning more towards one side or the other, like I said. And the brush side to me looked fuller coverage. This is the brush side, and it looked more dewy. So if you're someone who wants more fuller coverage, then definitely use a brush. If you want someone with some more like no makeup day, then use a sponge. But I did like both applications. So let me read you some more information before I give you my final decision on this foundation. So what it says online, it says that it is a weightless liquid foundation that delivers buildable medium coverage with a light diffusing effect for up to 12 hours. Now, I don't know if it lasts up to 12 hours because I only wore it for 3. And on me, it was not looking great. But I do agree that it is a weightless liquid foundation that does deliver buildable medium coverage. It can definitely get to full coverage, as you saw when I did this side of my face. The coverage is medium. I agree with that. It's definitely, it says the finish is natural. I agree with that also. Sorry, my nose is itching. And the formulation is liquid. I agree with that. You know, it is very liquid, but it's not a runny liquid. So it's kind of like in between. It's not thick and it's not runny. So it's a nice in between. So you don't have to worry about rolling down your face if you put it on your face directly or on, you know, your tools that you use. The highlight ingredients in this product are light diffusing pigments that deliver a natural soft focus finish and help protect against blue light. I don't know if that's true, but I felt like it did deliver a natural focus finish on my face when I put it on. I was really kept looking at my face when I first applied it on. It says it has blurring spheres, which minimize the look of imperfections, fine lines, and wrinkles. I would say that's true for me in the beginning, but after an hour, I was just like, why do I look so wrinkled? Like my creases are showing so much, and why do I look so textured? And then the other thing it has is white tea extract, vitamin E, and antioxidants. And its ingredient colors are free of paraben and contains less than 1% synthetic fragrance. It is also vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free, which is great because I'm glad that more companies are leaning more towards making their products more on the clean beauty side. I don't think it says it's clean beauty on Sephora because it would have been on the website. And the other thing that it says is what else you need to know. Inspired by the iconic ambient lighting collection, this foundation is infused with blurring spheres to minimize the look of imperfections for skin that looks smooth, even, and glowing. I agree with that. Your skin does look smooth and glowing when you first put this on, but like I said, on me, it did not last more than 3 hours. So the transfer resistant formula is also resistant to humidity and sweat for flawless looking coverage that stays in place. Now, I don't believe that it's not transfer proof because like I told you, when I put on my shirt, it transferred onto my shirt. So maybe like if you touch it, it does that. Like maybe if you wear this foundation, you have to really set it with powder everywhere and really lock it in with a locking in setting spray, because I did set it with my MAC Fix Plus and I never seem to have a problem when I use it with any other foundation. So for me, that did not result being true. And then the clinical results based on a consumer test of 30 participants, 90% said it feels weightless, 87% said it provides a smooth, even finish, and 87% said it gives a soft, focused finish. And I have to agree with all those claims. I 100% agree that this foundation does do that. But with that all being said, the packaging is nice and it looks really pretty when you put it on and all that stuff like that. It's dual application with sponge, foundation brush, all that. This is going back. Unfortunately, it's going back. I really wanted this to work because I've seen so many people wear it and I'm like, oh my God, and I've never had anything from Hourglass. But unfortunately, it's going back because after an hour, it was coming off my nose. Within 2 hours, I look very textured and creasy. And then after 3 hours, I'm just dying to take this off my face because I feel really uncomfortable. Like you see me like I'm scratching. There's something in here that my skin is not liking. So, yep, that sums up all my thoughts for this review video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check the description box. It would have all the information there that you might have missed that I said. But I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you are having a great day. Bye.